My many Chinese friends have introduced me to their culture, which is different from Western culture, interesting to learn. I probably have hot pot at least once a week. I love jiaozi. And learning Chinese, to me, is a challenge. It's a very difficult language, but it's also my attempt to respect the culture I'm in. So I enjoy that part of it as well. We're here to do U.S. law in China. The firm itself does IP, intellectual property law, which is patents, trademarks, and copyrights. My specialty is patent law. I've been doing it for over 35 years. Being a lawyer is very fulfilling to me. Being a lawyer means that you are an advocate for people who cannot speak for themselves because of the legal system that we're in. And to me, when I can do that successfully, it's a good feeling. A lawyer is the same no matter where you are. And the best thing a lawyer can be is a good listener, because everybody's problems are different. And you can't jump to conclusions. You need to hear the whole story. With experience comes wisdom. And sometimes you need to be able to tell somebody who is upset there is no remedy for them. And that's experience and that's wisdom, but it all comes from listening. The social responsibility of lawyers is something that I believe in very much. As a lawyer, you have a lot of responsibility both to the legal system and to the public to do the right thing all the time. So we have rules of ethics that require us to treat our clients honestly and truthfully. And we also have rules that require us to represent our client to the best of our ability within the law. So every lawyer should try to do the best that he can with that. Many people can't afford lawyers. Some situations are such that you may have to represent a group of people instead of just an individual. It's something that I and my firm undertook because it was the right thing to do. So we tried to fulfill our social responsibility as well. So during the last decade, as I've been traveling to China and Shenzhen in particular, I've noticed that the industry has changed a lot. 10 years ago, Chinese companies were not nearly as sophisticated in the way they approach their IP law. And over the course of our visits here, Chinese companies are more heavily invested in intellectual property now. They have their own in-house legal departments that handle IP. And overall, it's just part of China's opening up to the US and the rest of the world in the areas of IP that they've really changed in the last 10 years. I love working in Shenzhen. Shenzhen to me is the classic, modern, vibrant city. There's always something going on. And the thing I like about Shenzhen is every day has a possibility for something good to happen. It always has possibilities every day. And that's the best thing about Shenzhen. In the Shenzhen Economic Zone, companies like Tencent, ZTE, high-tech companies that are at the top of anybody's list of high-tech companies in their field. So if I were to offer suggestions to the Shenzhen Special Economic Zone, I would say the most important thing to remember is that invention comes from people, and you have to attract the right people. So you do it with infrastructure. When people are comfortable in their work, and they're happy, they're creative. The Shenzhen Special Economic Zone has been doing a great job for 40 years, and I would just say, keep up the good work, and it will continue to succeed for the next 40 years.